Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Reimann Arena. It's the John E. Reimann Junior Gold B Championship game featuring the Elk River Elks and Rosemount Irish. I'm Pete Wagner. Great to have you here at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com. Rosemount enters this 4-0 on the tournament so far. They swept through Pool A, and they're going to be taking on Elk River, who is equally 4-0, as they swept through Pool C. Let's take a look at their quick results for you. As we get started here, first for Elk River, they open up with a 3-0 win over Edina White. Then it was 3-1 over Minnetonka Black. A 5-1 win over Orono, Junior Gold B. Then they defeated Wayzata again by a score of 4-3, some close games here. And then they'll open up with Rosemount here in a matter of minutes as they'll get the handshake going here. And then we'll get a look at your starting lineups here in a minute. Now for Rosemount, their track here, their path to the championship round game. Both these teams won their semifinal round games this morning. They won by a score of 7-2 over Matamidi, and then it was 6-3 over Duluth. Moorhead was a 4-3 win for them, and then they had to take overtime at their 9:45 game against Edina Green, and here they sit now with their game against Elk River. So it'll be the Irish in their blue with green and white trim. Elks with their familiar red, white, and black. We'll get ready to get things started here from Reimann Arena. We're going to turn it downstairs to our very own John Sands, who's going to handle the public address duties for us and your starting lineups. Look at that, he's bringing a little AC/DC for you. Elk River ranked number 1, Rosemount number 5. This should be a good one here tonight. Tell you what, John Sands could very well be one of the best public address announcers I've been around. I mean, the energy levels are unprecedented. Does such a good job, and it's great to have him on board here at Reimann Arena. Thanks to all of you for joining us here. Tradition Companies presents your Edina High School hockey tournaments. You can find all their information at traditionco.com. Here we are, we're underway at Reimann Arena as the puck is going to be played in. The Elks Moving from right to left across your screen, of course, you can go YouTube on the smart TVs and get this thing in HD, and it's looking solid. Joey Hench is on the camera. That one's going to hop away from the defense up high at the line. That was Michael Barron on the play. Of course, Tanner Antilla is out of the lineup. Broke his arm on Thursday. It was a tough way to start the tournament. I think he might have broken that in 3 places. Mason Dupuis back in behind the net. Sets that up. They'll play this to the right wing side, and back at center it goes. It's going to be handled by the Elks as they're going to regroup. That one was fed from left to right on that play. That was Cody Simon, the defenseman. Now the Irish will play this one deep into the corner. The Elks have been really tough here at the Junior Gold B level. Both these teams perfect in the tournament right now. They're having a great run. There's a chance. Ooh, it's some energy. Lucas Pearson was checked off the puck. They try to work it through the phone booth there from the corner. That's steered off Dupuis' stick up to the line. Played down by McMillan. And that's going to be picked up by the Irish as they play this one off the boards. So, oh, get a stick underneath there. Very engaged crowd. And icing will be the call. See how close that scoring chance was there. You'll see this thing work its way from the point. That was sent in the corner there by Pearson. Funny Karam off the tide sign. And in front it goes. And watch this little quick dump out of the zone there. Nice play there by the Rosemount defense. (1984) and jump from Van Halen on your public address system. Here come Rosemount now. Across the line. Oh, in front. Oh, and what a glove save and a beauty. Parker Huber gets the glove on that one. Down and goes Slate into the corner it goes. They'll play this one through the stick. That was intended for Bryce Groves. And now it's going to be the Irish chipping that calmly off the glass and cut off back in behind the net by Huber. He's a good-looking goaltender in there for Lyle Slosson's Elks. Ballinger with it, plays this one in wide of the mark. Back to retreat. It's going to be Noah Frandick who plays it to the near corner. Elks work the forecheck, and now it's going to be Nick Nelson back in, plays to the right wing side. Ahead it goes in front of the bench area, almost too many. They got to be careful there. Puck will be played back over to the wing as it's the Elks to shovel that one ahead out of the zone with Heath. Picked off by the Irish. That's off a player and gathered back through. Like nearly had an opportunity there for Bartko, but instead it's the Elks to play this one ahead with Zimmerman. They score! Oh, that one came from the wall. Surprised yours truly, didn't see it coming. You'll see on that play it was Blake Zimmerman on the forecheck, and they kind of mishandled, and then the quick wrister came from the left wing side. I believe that was Talon Heath, and it's now 1-0 Elk River. Looked like that took Dupuis by surprise. Now it's Simon off the boards, front of the penalty box area. They jostle, and now it's going to be Rosemount. Ooh, nice little move to the forehand, and in on goal. That's stopped. On that rush, that was Bryce Daniels. You'll see this off the battle. Cody Simon is your goal scorer. That's what they said. I don't know if that's... .215 was the time of the goal. Simon from Olsen. Pete DeMaio is your head coach of the Rosemount Irish. I mentioned Lyle Slosson of the Elks of Elk River. Back into Rosemount territory it goes as they're going to regroup with Payne Fresky. Plays this up to the right wing side as it's going to be Irish to center. Backpedal by Simon. Plays that one rink wide. Looking to catch up with that was Mitchell Larson. He gets it, shoots. Oh, a glove save, and a really solid effort there by Dupuis as he looks that one in. You'll see the puck was played from left to right. And there's the turnover at the line, and he has an open shot, kicks that leg, and nice glove save there. A lot of confidence there. It's a big save for a goaltender. Wants to get that last shot back, I'm sure. He comes up and picks up his team big on that one. Back behind the net now. It's going to be the Irish in control with Daniels up and out of play. It goes. We're going to face off back inside the Rosemount zone. Turn back up ice, in deep it goes for Pearson. And it's going to be Larson again to try to get that up the rail, but now it's Fresky with it. Plays it to the wing, poked at there by Ballinger. And to the corner it goes. Nice job to fight off that would-be checker. The puck will be rung to the right wing side. Now it's going to be the Elks back to center ice. In the neutral zone, turning it up, it's going to be Ballinger in deep. Turned aside there by Dupuis. Nice job there to just keep it off the incoming traffic. Up high they go to the left wing for Grady Buck. And to the neutral zone, it's going to be Rosemount to play this one in deep and back in behind Hubert. He'll watch as it's gathered in by the defense. Behind their own net they go. Ballinger, long pass. Nice job to take that in stride by Erickson. He stood up by the defense. Good play there by the Irish as they'll turn this one back up ice with 10:15 to go in period number 1. Ooh, a busy stick there by Clujo, who makes the save. Body check thrown there by Tentis. And they're going to play this one back in behind. It's Simon with it. There's the flowing locks. Sends that one to center. Looks like he's ready for the all-hockey hair team. Cross center. There's Simon again to cut that one off. Bumps the wall. And it's played to safety back of their own zone by Groves, who is in motion. That one's too far off a stick and sent right back to the right wing side by the Elks. Checked on the play and down into the corner they go with it. Wide of the mark. Big check thrown there on Tennis. Now it's going to be Simon back up ice. Dusts it off, plays that to center. That's off a stick in stride. They go now with Zimmerman. Zimmerman shot, blocker pad save, and held on to by Dupuis. Back across the line they go with it. Ballinger's there. Matt Harrington in the house. Are you done over there? After one, third place action going on. Tied at 1 between Edina and Wayzata. The Lake Conference battle ensues on Braemar South. Oh, big check thrown off the sideboards there. Trickles in on goal. Michael Barron with the finish. See this one off the line here. Derek Rhodes just said shut the door. You could probably hear that on the ice. Mike, our EMT, the guy is good. He knows what he's doing, but he's heading over to the bench. The reason I bring that up, he's heading over to the Rosemount side. We'll see what's going on there with him. That one's out of play. Off the netting it goes. 8:28 to go in period number 1. What a great weekend of hockey we've had here at Braemar. We have one more tournament to go out of our 4-weekend tournament series. It's going to be the Bob O'Connor tournament, of course, after the legendary coach, godfather of USA hockey. Face-off win by the Irish. Deflects, trickles wide of the mark. Larson, he's hit. Now it's going to be Pearson. He's bothered. Larson gets it back. On the tape they go with it. Buhay with it. Oh, he gets around one man. And he just pushes that one wide. Buhay looks to play that one back in behind the net. Nice job in the defensive zone by the Irish to thwart that would-be opportunity. I believe that was Daniels on the play. And that one's going to trickle in on goal face off to the right of Parker Huber, who's manning the pipes here for the #1 ranked Elks in the Junior Gold B division. Of course, we mentioned that Rosemount is ranked #5, so we got the 1 and 5 going at it. A lot of good high-end teams have been a part of these tournaments. It's a place to be here, always this weekend, the second weekend of January. McMillan, and there's a little extracurricular. I don't think we got that one on the replay, but let's see if we can. You can see where the two players came together here, right in front. There it is. And then, okay, now we've got our skates together, but they're only going to take one, and that's a tripping call, and that's called on the Rosemount Irish, the number 12, Maxwell Lassick. Center ice face-off as it's Loranger on it. Now it's going to be across the line with Micah Olson for the Elks. Back in behind. They'll play this one. Ooh, big check there, thrown there as that's the turnover and sent right back in and behind. Rosemount will regroup. It's going to be Fresky with it. Outlets to the right wing side on the break. A power play with 1:35 to go in it. Nice job to protect the puck out of the zone. Now zone entry. Loading up and letting that one go. That hits a pair of skates on the way in. That's a nice play there, though, all the way around. And Evan Lilga was the man on the rush. You'll see he'll pick it up right in front of the bench area there. He'll draw the defense in, get the screen. Looks wide. Straight ahead to the net they go. And equal to the task, there's Parker Huber in goal as well. 1:23 to go in the man advantage. Check thrown in the corner by Groves. Look to get a little bit of help back in behind by Will Tennis. He'll come out of the corner. Oh, look out, he can open up, shoots. Oh, and he hit the goaltender up high. That's a bell ringer for Huber. He shook the head a little bit. The ears are indeed ringing. Back into the corner now. It's going to be handled by Fandrick, and that's going to be swatted away. Now it's Nitty with it, plays this one down the wall. Loranger is there, holds it, shoots. There's a shot to save a rebound. That one trickles just wide of the mark. Shallow angle, that one's blocked. Look out, oh, there's some absolute sprawling and all kinds of things going on. Up high they go, it's Tennis with it. He took that feed from Fandrick, who comes away with it. They'll survey it with 34 to go in the man advantage. Now back in behind. We're going to play this one off to the hash mark. Down low, it's Loranger, plays back for Fandrick. Fandrick looks out to the slot area, clear to the line, but a nice job there. A hustle play by Groves to keep that puck from working its way out of the zone off Mitchell Larson's stick. Now it's Groves again to play back in. In the corner, it's going to be Loranger with it. Back up to the line, 8 to go in the man advantage. On the stick now for Loranger again to the corner. Now they're going to handle it with Tennis. Tennis with it. 5 to go in the power play. 4-3-2. And in on goal. That does it. Good opportunities there for the Irish. Had a great chance to try to tie it up here at Braemar Arena. 1-0 to score with 5:38 to go in the period. Down on the play goes Bouhet. In front, oh, what a play and a bigger save there by Mason Dupuis. Let's pick that one up on replay. You'll see that. Back in behind they go with Pearson. He'll receive this feed. I believe that was Lassick that found him. Pearson then finds a man in front, trolling there, and nice job to just get the stick on that and redirect that one back through for the Elks. I believe that was Zimmerman perhaps that had that opportunity. We're back underway, live action. To the line, walking and shooting. That one's deflected, misses the mark. And here they come. The Irish back through center to the right wing side across the line. Pushed back in behind the net. In front, oh, a nice save there. Good reaction by Huber. At the line, they hold it and keep. Oh, turned over, or fed up to the top of the slot area. That missed the mark. Bartko was there. He was up front working with Nick Nelson. And icing the call on the Elks. Power play has fueled the offensive chances a bit here for the Irish of Rosemount. Shot off the draw, looked right into the glove by Huber. Big check thrown off the end boards there. Ballinger's pinned up. They'll play this off the boards again. They'll try to kick this one. Off a stick, up high to the line they go. Shoveled down the boards, and the battle won by the Elks, thrown through center. That was Erickson and Devin Slate both in on the play. They'll guide this along the left wing side. Pass off an open wing. Oh my word! Huge hit there. That was McMillan, Nicholas McMillan. Nice play off the boards. That didn't thwart anything there. That was Daniels with the play. In front they go. That's gathered in by McMillan, who plays this one ahead. Off the stick of the Elks, or the, the Irish. Back into the neutral zone it goes. Glove down, cross the line. Elks incensed, they want a penalty. Hands are up in the air in the stands right now as they play on. Big collision there, physical play picking up a little bit here, intensity as well. A back pedal with this one, that was Fesky with it. And they'll play this to the right wing side. In front, scores! Oh, what a play, that's big time. And the Irish tie it at 1. So watch this down the right wing side. The big reach employed by Will Tennis. He stays on it. Watch this nifty back in. Just kind of puts the backup beeper of the big truck on there and just deflects that one home. Look at the official call on that redirect. Two minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the period. .12:07 the time of the goal. That's going to be Groves from Tennyson. Lilga. And we're tied at 1. Look out, big check thrown across the line. And a penalty coming up. Irish player was hit, didn't like it. And then he comes up with the stick and trips his man. Now the Elks get the power play. See that happen so often. So we'll face off outside the Elk zone. 2:19 to go in the period. We'll start up the second period right away, and of course, as we do with the tournament here and at the Junior Gold B level, we do the ice after the second period. Cross the line and shoveled back into Irish territory. Fandrick was there, and it goes now back in behind. It's the Elks. They'll walk this one up high to the line. Guided off to the right side for Simon. Loads it up. Shot. I think that Dupuis got a stick on that one. Nice feed there. That's Ballinger. They try to go back door. Micah Olson was there. And the Irish will find an opening and send it the length of the ice. You can cut the tension in Braemar Arena with a butter knife right now. It's quite an environment right now, to say the least. Back in across the line, it's Olsen. They missed the mark there. And sent right back into the Elk River zone. Simon will regroup. Up the left wing side he goes. Angles a pass. Nice job to catch that on the backhand. That was Bouhet with it. There's a quick slapper that misses the mark. 1 minute remains in the period. Bouhet is there again. He'll walk. Let a shot go that misses the mark. Waiting for the carom though is Zimmerman. They'll play this one off the side of the net. Nice job. Dupuis just gets it out of there and pokes it with the big goal stick. And now it's going to be Nitty with it and a penalty behind the play. They have a hold, I think it is. I think this is coming up from the offensive zone for Elk River. No, it's for Rosemount. It's going to be a 5-on-3. So it'll be 43.7 to go in the period. 25 seconds of 5-on-3. Talon Heath will lean in to take the draw as Will Tennis spins up to the line. Simon can shoot it. They want the one-timer. That one doesn't get through. They'll ring the boards hard, and that'll do it for pretty much penalty number 1. Simon, though, does get back with 10 to go in the 5-on-3. Now it's going to be Olsen across the line. Olsen carries back in behind with speed. Door is open, and onto the ice steps Lilga. In on goal, nice save. Dupuis sticks that off to his left. 12 to go in the period. And now it's going to be back up to Simon from the line. Plays to the right wing side, and that's poked away from Larson. 3 to go, and Rosemount might have dodged a bullet here, as that does it for the period. But we're going to pick it right up here in the second with 1:17 of power play time to go for Elk River. These two teams tied at 1. Thanks for joining us here at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com. We'll have more coming up. Lord only knows what those guys are going to talk about down there, so I like to turn him down at the penalty box area. My guy Derek Rhodes is obviously in there. He's a great EMT. He's an excellent help here for us at the tournament. Redline Medical, of course, with Erica Hawkinson and her team. They do a great job, along with all of the other countless volunteers that make this happen. Off to the right wing side. Picked off by the Irish, and they'll zing that one right back into Elk River territory as they'll regroup with Nicholas McMillan. Something's going on right now. Not sure what they're talking about. Someone's down in the box right now. It's 5-on-4. I've got a little story that's evolving here. I don't know what the problem is. There's a snapper that hits traffic right there. A fan, a dad, went down to the glass at the box and started hammering on it, getting all over the off-ice officials, and I don't know what for, as the clock's been running the whole time. There's a shot that's blocked. Here they come back the other way. The Irish on the move. It's Tennis in on goal. Tennis in the backhand. Scores! A shorthanded effort, and it's 2-1 Rosemount. He just fought it off there and just races ahead. Great effort on the back check. Michael Barron tried to get to him, even tried to get a stick in there, anything. And there he is with speed, and he gets the job done. It's now 2-1 Rosemount. So they have to reset. Oh, they have to reset the penalty clock. I'm not sure why. It was the penalty clock. Something. Man. Oh, God. They knew, though. 1:28 was the time of that goal. In on goal, that's off Dupuis. So it's 2-1. We're 5-on-5 now. The Irish survived the 5-on-3 and end up scoring a shorty. They've scored a pair of goals back-to-back by Groves and Tennis. Cody Simon has the lone marker for Elk River here in this hockey game back in the first period. Irish look to spring Nitty. Gets that one up high. There's a shot through. That was a nice shot pass by Griffith that was deflected. There's a shot that's looked up and out by Parker Huber. That did not hit the net. So the faceoff comes up outside the zone. Just figured out what happened with the clock if you were wondering. So when you go between periods and you put 1 minute up on the clock to count it down, you can disable the penalty clock, and they forgot to re-enable it. And I just let the refs blow the whistle if I'm ever in that position. Makes your life a lot easier. Boy, that was classic. Matthew McMillan was there, plays that one back through and icing the call. The MNHockey.tv producing these games for the Edina Hockey Association.com. And don't forget, coming up this week on Tuesday, if you go to MNHockey.tv, we will have Lakeville North, Lakeville South, a great crosstown rivalry. And on goal, stopped by Dupuis. Looking forward to that one. Then on Thursday, it's a doubleheader. Benilde St. Margaret's and Lakeville North will be on the docket for the second time of the week. And then we're going to have that same night, Minnetonka and Eden Prairie in the always entertaining late conference matchup. There's one that's going to make it the length of the ice for an icing call. Then on Saturday, it's the back end of a home-and-home series, old school, like the old North Star Chicago Blackhawks. It's going to be the Hill Murray Pioneers and the Edina Hornets who will be playing for the second time in as many nights. They open on Friday night at Aldrich Arena, back to Braemar Arena on Saturday. So we've got a great docket of action for you. Be sure to follow us at MN Hockey TV as well, and check out the site, subscribe. We'll send you email updates regarding it and other upcoming events as well, including state tournament audio and much more. Body is thrown in front of the penalty box area. They're going to say hand pass there. Elks on the face-off win across the line. They tried to open up and shoot that, but Lassett comes away with it. That's off the stick of Tennis, who has the go-ahead goal here for the Irish. That shorthanded breakaway that he blocked the shot and then raced in on the breakaway with. Off the side of the net, Huber will set that up for his defense as they look to break out. Puck is poked to center. Nice job there with the battle at the line, but cut off. Nifty job there by the Irish. Lilga makes the play. Center ice again it goes. Elks will jam this one back into Rosemount territory as it's Nitti regroups and plays this off the boards. It's off the stick of Jack Griffith, and he'll get it back and send that one back in. Actually sending that in was Ben Mrazek. That's off Griffith in front. Nice job by Huber there to cover that one up. Good forecheck there by the Irish, which forced this, and really opportunistic was Huber to say, you know what, he cuts it off to his left. Simon comes from behind, but here comes the pressure and the heat, and it hit a skate, and he quickly covers that one up. It's all about angles and taking passing lanes away. Sometimes it doesn't have to be your stick that makes it happen. Simon now looks to his left, calmly plays it, drags everyone with him, and goes against the grain. And at center ice, it's going to be the Irish. Played back deep behind by Ben Mrazek. That's off a stick to the right wing side. Here they go out of the zone with Nick Nelson. Nelson submarines a would-be checker in front. Ooh, that one nearly trickled its way to the back of the net. Now the Irish with some offensive zone work. 9:50 to go in the second period. Off the side of the goal. Here's a foot race for it. Irish get there. Mrazek was there with the body. Back in front of the bench area. It keeps and stays in the line as Nitti tries to play that one through. He goes down. He's brought down. And now it's going to be Rosemount to play this one through. They missed their man there. That one floated past McMillan. Now it's going to be a backhand. A little feed toward the slot area. The Irish jumping on the loose pucks in the offensive zone. There's a shot that's deflected. Rebound. That's held on to by Huber. Look at the replay here. There's all sorts of traffic. He got almost every player in a little hula hoop right there around the goal mouth area. Things spread out. Down goes a player there. And in front it goes, and that's fought off and handled by the Elks goaltender Parker Huber. Has been terrific here this evening. Both goalies have been great. Mason Dupuis on the other side. Elk River looks to transition the zone. They can't cut off there by Jacob Bouhet, who plays that one in. They maintain possession. Bouhet will load it up, shoots that one wide. That took Huber by surprise. Off the end boards, it's played by Ballinger. That finds its way into the stands area there. They're letting them decide it here on the ice tonight. You know, when you're in a championship game, as long as you're keeping it clean, that's a really good thing. They collide up on the far wall. And as I say that, they're taking them both. Take a look at this on replay. We'll see what we have. There's got a cross check for the Rosemont's number 17, Will Tennis. I couldn't get the number on the Elk player that's going either. We'll wait for John Sand's call on that. 5-on-5 we stay. 8:35 to go in the period. It's going to be Ballinger across the line. Larson goes for roughing. Tennis for the cross check. Heavy hitting going on here at the Braemar Arena. Now the bodies work there by Fresky up to the line. Thrown to center. Nice job by Simon. Good miss to keep that alive. Tried to push that through from the line. It's blocked. Now the Irish in their own zone look to break that one out with Lilga into the neutral zone, and that's going to be offside at the line with 7:52. So after those coincidentals, there was some energy going on there between these two teams. Great hockey game here from Reimann Arena. If you're a hockey fan, tell a friend, send the link, share it, do whatever you have to. Back behind the net. That one's off the boards and picked up by the Irish in their own zone. Jack Griffith plays this to the corner for the Elks. They forecheck, side of the net. Oh! Decision there by Mason Dupuis last second to keep that one. He hangs on to it. Off the glass, the guy, that center guy, John Sands. I think Thomas Rhodes is down there. Tommy Henches are off-ice officials. And, of course, they're in good hands with another Rhodes. Derek. Face-off win by the Elks. Nice job by Olsen. That's blocked with the skate in front. Guided ahead to the left wing side. On the move they go with it. That's Grady Buck. Now across the line in control with Daniels. Stopped and turned aside by Huber. Nice job to just gobble that one up and hang on as they come together a little bit in front of the net. But they're going to say, hey, this is playoff-style hockey here. Can't get into this stuff. Got to keep it 5-on-5 and win with our club. For an icing call it goes. All the way back down into Elk River territory we go. Cody Simon scored at 2:15 of the first period for Elk River. Then it was Bryce Groves of Rosemount at 12:07 of the first period. It ends 1-1 there. And here in the second, it was Will Tennis at 1:28 on a shorty off the breakaway to the backhand. And we sit here at 2-1 with 6:39 to go in the period. That's blocked. As the Irish will regroup back in their own zone with Daniels over to the right wing side for Nitti. And the Elks look to come away with it and play that off the boards. Ahead it goes. Losing an edge and going down on that play was Parker Olsen. Makes the play, and a quick shot there by Grady Buck. May have been glanced off the glove of Huber. Back behind the net. That's Ballinger to play the wall. Up from the right wing side, Nitti. He's going to be pinched. And now it's going to be turned at center, and they'll fight this one off. Ooh, nice battle there. Played back into the corner. Good defensive play there by Lilga. Up to the right wing side. Now the Irish come away with it. They're going to guide it to the boards and send it back into the neutral zone as Simon has time as he regroups and looks up ice. Finds his man across the line, and Bouhet, he'll carry this one. Opens up to the forehand. Looks to the slot area, nobody there. Now it's helped out and sent up to the line by Pearson. Here comes the big clapper. Ooh, that one's off his stick. And that was deflected, I believe, by Bouhet and off the glass. Left wing on the breakout. Irish in transition across the line. They go with it. Nick Nelson gets away from one-man shot. Oh, and a nice save made there. You can see the goaltender, Parker Huber, had to recover quickly. Look at this play through center. Nelson accelerates and finds some speed here. Whoa! Look at this as he comes back with the puck. Sends it in. Didn't get as much on it as he wanted. And that's one of those goals where you've seen, or shots where you see turn into a goal where a goaltender might overplay. Off the face-off in front it goes. Up to the line. Fandrick is there. Plays that one in. Now they'll turn and shoot again. A blocker pad save. Huber's been terrific. Now it's protected by Michael Barron back in behind the net. 2-on-2 battle. Barron is there again. Try to go through and away from everybody as Lucas Pearson is down low to help out. Bounding puck is off an Elk stick. No ice on the play. Here comes a big collision to the corner. And down goes the defenseman Fresky as he was hit by Mitchell Larson back behind the net. Larson was there. Fresky again guides it along the wall. They nearly found some real estate, but a great job on the pinch there by the Elks up high at the line. That, of course, was done by Michael Barron. That was off the stick of the Irish tennis offside as the puck, no, it's not offside, as it rang the boards, and it's going to be sent around to the left wing side. It's a buzzing forecheck here for the Elks. It's back in behind the net. They get away from the oncoming Ben Mrazek, and it's going to be sent right back into the Rosemount zone after the icing call with 3:59 to go here in the second period. We'll be doing ice at the break. It'll be about 10 to 12 minutes, and we'll be back with the third period in this nail biter. It was a 1-0 U16 win earlier here tonight. That one by Centennial, the Chiefs over Edina. The right wing side, Nick Nelson. And now it's going to be guided and played back in behind the net. Nelson again was there. A nice job to stay patient on that puck by Riley Erickson of the Elks. It's going to be sent right back in behind for Parker Huber to cut it off. Body check thrown. Now it's the Elks in transition. Long pass ahead. Reaching back was Erickson. He's spun off the puck. It's sent right back in with 3:13 to go in the period. Long pass through center. And now it's going to be controlled again. Wrist shot in on goal. And that was stopped and held on to. By the goaltender, Mason Dupuis. 3:01 to go in the period. Bryce Daniels to take the draw against Micah Olson. Poked out of there, puck's loose. Oh, what a pad save made by Dupuis. A beautiful read there. Heath with it. He's going to guide it back in behind, looking for Olson. Olson's cut off along the way. That by Nitti to the line, but not out. Nitti again gets it. Or check that, that was Heath with it. And there's a stop and a save made. Down goes an Elk River player. Here's a chance from the blue line. They'll try to work this one into the corner. And going to the net with a little bit of a hook, but maybe they'll say the whistle was already blown. We'll keep it 5-on-5 and let them figure it out that way. Here they go with Fandrick up the ice. Kind of battle and play this one back into the corner. Simon checked on the play. Oh, and a big shiver there in the corner, and that's going to be a penalty. We'll take a look at this one on replay. You're not going to get away with that right in front of the referee. Simon was there. You'll see these two come together. Contact was there. There might have been a little face rub right there, and then he didn't like it. Grady Buck's going to go, but we'll see what they do here. They're talking things over down by the penalty box area. You see the two officials there. This is a long discussion here. We'll see what they give them. They're going to get him 4 minutes. You can hear the beeping of the, there it is, it's a double minor. So now the Elks have had a 5-on-3 here in this one and now a 4-minute power play. That penalty on Grady Buck. So he gets a double minor for roughing. And here come the Elks across the line. Cut off, nifty job there. And they have one shorty, do the Irish. That's going to be the Elks to play this one rink wide. Off the boards and back into the corner it goes. It's going to be Bouhet with it. Lifts that one in the air, glove down. Simon across the line, opens up, sends that one in on goal. And that's held on to by Huber. Be wholesale changes for both teams here as a new power play unit comes out for the Elks. And a new PK unit for the Irish with the offensive zone faceoff, killing the penalty. Escaping away from traffic was Claugio. Now it's going to be the Elks. Deep in behind the line. Heath with it. Plays up to the left point, back down to Heath. Back into the corner it goes. It's going to be Larson with it. Larson leaves off. Oh, here's a wraparound. Oh, they had the opening there. Quick shot. They recover, blocked neatly there in front by Erickson. That one came off. They checked that blocked in front neatly there by Fandrick, and that came off the stick of Michael Barron. So 1 minute remains in the period. Now at the line, it's Will Tennis. He's a short-handed machine. Shot that just misses the mark. Back in behind the net now, it's the Elks. They're going to outlet. Play this one up to the right wing side. Played back through. Center ice by the Elk River Elks. Played back in behind and around. They worked that away from the defense of Jaden Nitty. And getting a stick on that was Will Tennis. Gets a little bit of help now from Fandrick. That one's turned aside. Back over to the right side it goes for Blake Zimmerman and the Elks. They possess with 13 to go in the period. Looking to tie it up here late in the period. Back up high they go. Simon's shot. There's a shot. Scores! And the self-check. It's tied at 2 with 6.3 seconds to go here in the second period. A power play marker for the Elks. You'll see walking down, I believe that's Jacob Ballinger, the defenseman. Yes, indeed. Great play there, and there he is. Jams himself into the wall. And it's now 2-2. And that'll do it for the period. Jacob Ballinger gets the goal. And we're tied at 2 after 2 periods. We've had ourselves one heck of a hockey game. So that's a power play goal for the Elks as they tie it late in the period. Wow, what a game we've had here. We'll have more coming up for you. Give us about 10 minutes. We'll have a little information for you from our partners and friends here at the EdinaHockeyAssociation.com.
I'm Callie Funk. I'm the program director for the Herb Brooks Foundation, and I've been with the foundation since January of 2017, so a little over a year and a half. I think that Herb Brooks would be very proud of the program. He always talked about building it from the ground up, and I think that's exactly what we're doing here. We're having youth participate, and they can start whenever they'd like, and you know, we're not trying to make that pyramid, we're trying to just keep the base growing all the way up, and I think he'd really be proud of what we're doing here.
The Herb Brooks Foundation started the Rink Rep program over 10 years ago to give the kids a chance to play the game my dad loves so much. Our Rink Rep program is supposed to be fun. Gotta smile, remember it's just a game. Get out and exercise, play all year round. Play on the ice, play in your driveway, play at school. We just hope that you love the game.
So we really try to emphasize the importance of Herb Brooks and the 1980 Miracle team within our program. Herb Brooks stood for a lot of different valuable life lessons, and so we really want to instill the importance of positivity, teamwork, and really coming together as a team in order to meet one common goal.
The Herb Brooks Foundation started the Rink Rat program over 10 years ago. We started it to really keep my dad's legacy alive with children. His philosophy always was to give the game back to the kids and learn to love the game the way he grew up playing, and that was with his buddies out on Lake Phelan, playing street hockey, just those pickup games. And we wanted to have that atmosphere built in for these young children instead of structured association hockey. We wanted to get the kids back playing. At the end of the Rink Rat session, we hope kids take away from the program, number one, friends. I hope they made friends and had fun. And we hope they have a true love for the game, the way that we love the game. We have had several kids go on to play association hockey from our inner city Rink Rat program. We've educated parents on how to enroll their kids in association hockey. Some of them didn't even know there was such a thing.
So we currently are mostly involved in Minneapolis, and that's all areas in Minneapolis. We have a couple schools in North Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, Northeast, and in St. Paul. Last winter we were working out of Phelan, Harding, and the new Tria rink in St. Paul. So we really try to cover a broad area so that we can include as many kids as possible. So the best way I think to reach out and get involved would be to visit our website, herbrooksfoundation.com. You can find all of our information about the Rink Rats programs, any clinics we have in the spring or summer or fall. You can also find contact information for the foundation, as well as many different links to pictures, events such as the Sticks in Stillwater, the golf tournament, Let's Play Hockey Expo, and there's also a good following for our volunteer base as well.
Hockey continues right here on mnhockey.tv, along with Chad Schumacher. He's the owner of Tradition Wealth Management. I'm Pete Wagner, between periods. And Chad, I always enjoy these chats because you've got one heck of a juggernaut working here at Tradition Wealth Management. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Let's talk a little bit about who is Tradition Wealth Management, what you guys do, and give me a little bit of a history lesson on how all this started for you.
Great, thanks, Pete. Yeah, we've been around since 2003. One of my best friends who was in the business, Jake Annebeck, they own Tradition Companies. We played against each other. We were in high school. They were looking to branch out and get another avenue company going, and we got together, and Tradition Wealth Management's been here since 2003.
It's amazing. You guys locked horns in high school, and you still are, aren't you? With the little Lakeville South, Lakeville North action.
Correct, yeah. There is only one part of Lakeville, right? So.
Sorry. I just say who's winning the battle. I guess I don't need to go there.
Yeah,
so as far as your office is concerned, is there future growth? I mean, how many employees do you have, and where are you guys located?
Yeah, right now we have offices here in Edina, Woodbury, downtown St. Paul, and we recently opened up North Oaks, and Wayzata will be opening up in February. So we have 20 people now. We're probably going to go to 25 to maybe 30 over the next 5 years.
Look at you going to Wayzata Street, as I like to call it. Yeah. Wow, very impressive. The cash center of the West Metro. What makes Tradition Wealth Management unique, Chad?
Well, I'd say certainly our people. I mean, I got the best staff. Everybody says that, but everybody's been here, for almost 20 years. It's, being specialized in there. We really specialize that each different person has their own plan, and everybody goes through a plan. So we try to separate it. We've kind of created a private family office for people that don't need a private family office and take care of all public securities. Most of our clients have been here, 10 plus years, if not, since we've been in the business. So we feel very fortunate. And now we recently opened up our sports management division for some of the athletes that we're working for. And so, we really want to make sure we can help all those people stay on the right path as well.
So as far as the type of personnel that you have here, you touched on that a little bit earlier there. What makes them unique? What do you look for in the people that you bring in here?
Well, obviously they got to have a passion. We don't want it just to be just a job. people pay us a lot of money to make sure that their money's in good hands, that the service is impeccable, that we do nothing but have a positive attention to their accounts. We realize we're going to have ups and downs all the time, but as long as we stay consistent, we're going to tend to keep people for a long time at our firm.
Yeah, I think you guys have a unique way of reaching out. One of the things Scott Boyning said from the bank side of things, it's really big time word of mouth. And if you take care of your people, that's what happens. I'm sure that's part of what your strategy too as well is. But what else have you guys done? Can you talk on your network a little bit and how you've built that out?
Yeah, well, over the years, obviously it's a small community. Whether it's hockey or a lot of people know everybody in there. You can have a reputation for 25 years and lose it in one day. So you always got to be on top of your game. We practice what we preach. We're in the community all the time. I'm on the board of Hope Kids, which is a local charity for kids who have life-threatening illnesses. We have tradition, pass it on. We're always out there trying to help give back.
And by giving back, so many people have benefited from that. And, I know it's from those exercises that not only myself, but others are now aware of your great company.
Yeah, no, it's been very fortunate. We're blessed to have good people, not only here at Tradition Wealth Management, but all the other brands that are out there. So, a lot of the networking is just done intercompanies with our clients, and they know that they're going to get top-notch attention. And so, naturally, it's a good fit for them to be introduced to us. And it's been a very blessed place to work.
So you have a lot of growth that's going on. You're obviously opening another office out in Wayzata. How much have you seen your world here grow as far as maybe the past year or so? As obviously things are humming along pretty well. How have you guys been impacted that way?
Yeah, we're having a record year as far as the people that we're working with. There's a lot of volatility in the market. There's a lot of people selling companies. There's a lot of money in motion. We have various things that we run into all the time. There's always enough to stay busy. And we're trying to get to $1 billion here in the next couple of years. So we have a little bit ways to go here in the next couple of years, but with I think some of these new places that we're opening up, there's plenty of people that we can help, and I know that a lot of people need the help.
Finally, how do I get a hold of you at Tradition Wealth Management?
You can call our main office line, which is 952-563-6500, and they can get a hold of you. Our website is www.traditionwealth.com, and my individual email address is chads@traditionwealth.com.
I have to say that through personal experience, this is a great organization to work with. It's very personalized. It's worth it. Give it a call. Why not? You're already on the air with us during the hockey games. Make it even better. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it.
Once again, that's Chad Schumacher. He's the owner of Tradition Wealth Management. We'll have more action coming up for you right after this. Securities offered through Pro Equities, Inc., a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Tradition Wealth Management, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Tradition Wealth Management, LLC is independent of Pro Equities, Inc.
I'll tell you what, whenever teams come out, especially here at Braemar West, the smell that it just comes up from the ice is insane. It's a part of the game that will that will never leave. It's something else. But anyway, let's take a look at this now. Simon scores for Elk River at 2:15 of the first period for the 1-0 lead, and then Groves ties it for Rosemount. Tennis and Lilga are on the assist. Olsen, by the way, assists Simon's goal. And then in the second period, an unassisted shorty by Tennis at 1:28. And then it's Ballinger with the goal at 14:54 on the power play from Simon and Zimmerman. So Simon and Tennis each with a point apiece here in this contest. Nothing is solved here. It's 2-2 in the third place game. Rocket over on the South Rink between Wayzata and Edina Green. So it's been nothing. There was an overtime affair in the third place game at the U16 as well. So, I mean, this is what you look for here. It's some great play. And I was talking about the junior gold B level with one of the directors of the Minnesota hockey. And I mean, when you think about 15 years ago, the level of play here is so good. As now it's going to be played back up ice by the Irish. There's a quick feed down low. Oh, they wanted to go high blocker side on Huber, and that bid was made there by Daniels as he was set up along the way by Buck. Buck's got 2 penalties. He had the double minor, so he's going to have to be careful here. If he takes one more, he's gone. Chop there is Jaden Nitty. Nitty in front. Scores! Oh, what a feed. That looked like that was Blake Zimmerman. And the Elk River Elks take the 3-2 lead. You'll look at the entry here. That by Heath. Heath sends a nice feed over. Oncoming is Blake Zimmerman. And they tally early on in the first minute, 10 seconds here of this third period. That's Zimmerman's second point of the game. Penalty coming up on the play. Cross check. So Zimmerman, your goal scorer. Let's see if there's a second assist. No, there's not. Oh, there is. Michael Olsen, the second assist. That's his second point as well. Simon now with the power play. Elks looking to build onto that 3-2 lead that they own here. Something tells me there's going to be plenty more to go. Brakes are put on. Now it's going to be controlled by the Elks. 1:10 to go on the man advantage. 12:51 to go in the period. Sent back in behind and around. Puck will be rung the boards. Up high to the line, it's cut off. Offside on the Elks at the line. We'll bring that one back. Back into Elk River territory they go with 40 to go behind the net. Barron with it. Waits for his man and Nicholas McMillan. That one's too far for Pearson. And it's the Irish from center to chisel that one in wide of the mark. 23 to go on the man advantage. The Elks have led now twice in this game at 1-0 and 3-2. And they trailed at 2-1. find an opening. Ooh, they had plenty of action going there for almost too many. It's going to be Huber to set up back in behind his net. Irish kill the penalty, and they're now at full strength as the puck is going to be retreated and grabbed back in his own zone by Noah Fandrick. Push this one up the right wing wall. And now it's going to be the Irish hard off the glass. Puck takes a serious skip and a hop into the Elk River territory. Back down into Rosemount turf we go with 11:22 to go. I'm going to paint the picture for you here. The intensity in this building, I have to say, of all the championships we've done, this year is at a peak. It's at an all-time high in here. Well, there's only one other game, and you're going to all say, yeah, whatever, man. But it was a U10B game. It was absolutely ear-piercingly loud in here. This one has it topped, but the intensity level very high for sure. Makes it hard for the players. They got to, not hard, but you got to play within yourself because it gets elevated here. But you don't want to, you don't need a morgue either. So it's been a fun environment for sure. Buck with it, plays this one ahead in front of the bench area. He'll get it back and play it to an open wing. Now the power plays have really given Elk River not only the lead, but confidence and time on the puck. Kick back down the wall, hard off the glass. Played out of the zone by Heath, and now it's going to be gathered in by the defense with Claudio. Now Simon off the boards. That's guided with the stick of Mitchell Larson in. And back into the corner it goes. Lucas Pearson in on the forecheck. It'll be Allinger that comes over at the line. Wrister, shot, save, rebound. Nice save there. Stepping up to make the save was the goaltender, Mason Dupuis. You'll see this one evolve off the right corner. There's some really good puck movement there. They get it up high, even a redirect, and fought off. Well done there. We're now at the 5-minute mark here of period number 1. Of course, we play 15-minute sessions. Barron will find an opening and send this one in wide of the mark. Back in behind it goes. Nitty jams his man with authority. And at center ice, reaching back to try to make the play was Tennis. Now he gets it back. He'll load it up and let that one go. That's deflected. Tennis gets it now. Actually, that shot was taken by Loringer in front. Oh, and a nice check there. An opportunity by Groves. And back up ice they go. Here they come with it. Bouhet with it. And now it's going to be the Irish in control. They'll find an opening and play this one in deep behind. Fandrick is there. Looks to play this one to the left wing side. In on goal, steered away by Huber. And now it's going to be taking the hit. And sent back into the neutral zone, all the way back for Simon. He'll regroup back in behind his net as he looks up ice. Simon's long pass is cut off by the defense of the Irish as they're going to carry this one back up through center ice. Ooh, they try to get through traffic, and it's chopped at, played back into the corner, up high off the netting. And that'll set up the face-off outside the zone. Control by the defense with Claudio. And it's dumped right back in by the Irish. They'll work the forecheck. Nice job to try to work the zone, but it's going to be shoveled right back in toward Huber. Ballinger makes the play. That hops the stick of Zimmerman. Now from the corner it goes. up to the left wing wall, back into center, and sent right back in by the Irish. She'll be forced to touch up as Claudio comes away with it. Plays that one off the skates of Zimmerman, and now here they come back in across the line. Oh, looking to go forehanded backhand, but no. Stopped by the Irish. They're going to try and race by everyone here. Cut off through center and offside the play. Watch this, how they just close and make the play here. So there we go. There's 1, 2, 3 players across. They just denied that checkered line. Nice job. 7:38 to go in the period. Irish back up the ice. Now they go. Shoveled up high in the air. That one too far, intended for Bouhet. And it's going to be gathered in by the defense. Back in behind the net they go. Fished away there by Lucas Pearson. Up to the line for Simon. Rister through traffic. That's going to be cut off and gathered in by Buck. Back in behind the net it goes again. Now it's Mrazek with it. He plays that one up to the right wing side. Now it's Bartko to play this one behind the net. And they'll lift this one up high in the air. And it's going to be controlled and played back up by the Irish. Right wing side it goes. Across the line. They'll try and play this one off a pair of shins and back behind the net. Daniel stays on the forecheck. Looks out front. Works its way to the left point. Nobody home in front as they're all back winning the battle. Oh, they wanted to send a backhand pass. Now it's the Irish walking over the right wing side. Nothing doing there. The Elks, good posture in the defensive zone as they're going to work this one up with the left winger, Riley Erickson. Picked off and sent right back in. Time is ticking here. 6:12 to go in the third. Now it's Simon. Up the ice he goes with it. That's off a stick and sent right back in behind the net. They better hurry as it's going to be gathered in by the Irish. 5:57 to go. Touched at the line and wide of the mark, and over to make the play it's going to be Jaden Nitty. Nitty is there. What was our final score over there, Matt Harrington? Oh, in regulation. Edina wins third place, 4-2 in regulation. Oh, they nearly had an opportunity there. And now it's the puck that's bumped off the boards and in front, and that's jumped on by Huber. You'll see this opportunity here. Do you want to jump on with me? Matt Harrington, awesome. He's going to join me here in some color action. He's going to help me bring it home here from Braemar Arena. The intensity I've been saying here, Matt Harrington, has been at an absolute fever pitch from the opening face-off. The officials have really largely stayed out of the contest, and they're allowing them to play.
Yeah, and you mentioned the intensity when I came over. I mean, you could just feel it right away, right when you walk into the arena. So, I mean, this is, I've seen bits and pieces of this game, but I mean, it looks like it's been fantastic so far.
Well, I think from a fan's perspective, you got to be super careful to not start, poking on the refs and blaming refs, because then it just becomes an absolute gong show. And,
yep.
and it's bordering on that to a level, and he's doing a great job. I like the fact that it's a championship game. He's letting them play. He's not, it's scoring chances, that kind of thing. It's been a very entertaining hockey game.
Yeah, and over in my game here between Wayzata and Edina, a lot of late penalties. The officials kept calling it, and Wayzata had to go on the penalty kill, and that's how Edina scored the game winner with 1:11 left. So
got to maintain composure. Across the line they go. Oh, he tried to go inside out. Big check in front of the penalty box area. The ice mic doing its job there.
It's fantastic. Great addition.
Great addition. Simon now with 4:42 to go. It's 5-on-5 hockey. That gets underneath the stick at the line, blocked by Simon. He's been all world here on the blue line for Elk River tonight. And back into Irish territory it goes. Fandrick is there, long pass to the right wing side. They're going to stretch it over to the east side of the building. And now it's going to be sent right back in. Simon with it. Draws in the forecheck, kisses the glass. Former Elks coach Tony Sarsland would have been very pleased with that play. was the name of the game back in the day. At the line, that's sent through, wide of the mark. Now it's Groves who tries to play to center. Barron comes away with it. On a stick now, here they come, the Irish with 3:55 to go. That shot ramps up. It's Huber to make the save. Coming hard after his own rebound was Ben Mrazek, and will face off inside the Elk zone.
Good opportunity for Rosemount, but Elk River just doing a good job defensively, stepping up, getting some shutdowns, and of course, getting that stick out in front of the puck there. And that one rolled right to the goaltender's glove, and so we still remain 3-2.
There's a shot that's blocked and deflected. Gathered in now by Pearson. Flipped up high in the air. It rattles into Irish territory, and back into the Elk zone we go. So we have a question at the scorer's table.
Yeah, something's going on here. So, an issue with the clock, it looks like. So they'll add 10 more seconds. 3:40 now remaining.
I didn't quite see what happened there.
I didn't really either, but they're going to add 10 more seconds, so.
Word. They've had their issues down there. They did disable the, but it hasn't affected the game at all. There's a puck that's fanned on there. Now it's going to be gathered in by Ben Mrazek. Ballinger is there as he plays it around the wall. Over to make the play is McMillan. And now it's the Irish back in across the line. Again, it's going to be Nicholas McMillan. Plays that one through center ice, and icing will be the call. This thing has gotten really pedestrian here since you've gotten here. It's been zone to zone.
Yeah, and you saw, of course, Elk River's been trying that long pass up ice a lot, and they got an icing called on that earlier, but they've been doing a good job getting that puck up the ice. They just need to work on their tape-to-tape passing a little bit more, but they're in a driver's seat here with 3:14 to go.
Now they'll work it across the line. That's going to be big body check thrown there as Elk River's Micah Olson was in on the rush there. And in on goal again. That's held on to and covered up by Mason Dupuis. We'll take a look at this one on replay. 2:57 now to go here in the third period.
And a good pass by the Elks to get that shot off at the point, and still generating offense here. They're in a good spot.
Cut off at the line. Claudio was there. Now it's Simon. Mr. Steady back on the blue line. Looks up ice, flips it high in the air. Glove is on that puck partially. They jam in front of the wall. And now it's going to be the Irish who play this one rink wide. They'll tap this one ahead. Oh, nice little move there. Sent in on goal, steered aside to the right side by Huber. That gets away from Simon up to the line. There's a shot that's wide of the mark. That by Lilga. They'll miss the net there again. And back behind, turning away from traffic is Claudio. Cut off by the Irish. And they'll play this one in wide of the mark. Puck will be ripped hard off the boards. Irish try to keep 2:02 to go. We'll keep our eyes on the goaltender, Mason Dupuis. Now across the line. Ooh, submarining a would-be check. Nice job across the line. They'll send that one in. Huber reads that one well. That shot came off the right wing from Bryce Groves. Groves now works behind the net. He's being joined by Buck. Buck has it now. Looks for Groves. Groves back in behind for Buck. As Buck looks to the bottom of the circle area there. 1:32 to go. Dupuis is about a third of the way out of the net as we keep our eye on him. And that's flipped up and out of play.
Now's a good time if you're Rosemount to take that timeout, settle things down a little bit.
Boy, you sound just like Bart Archer.
I'm no Bart Archer.
That's exactly what he says.
I mean, it is a good time to take a timeout.
It is a good time to take a timeout right now.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. So, but Rosemount has just been really applying the pressure here. in this last minute or so. The forecheck has been great. Defense has been doing a good job of keeping the pucks in at the point, and this is exactly what they need to do. And so now you've got a chance with a timeout to slow things down a little bit, catch your breath, and we'll see what they can do.
Pete DeMaio will talk things over while Lyle Slauson does the same over on the Elks bench. 1:24 to go. You know, I have not been a Patrick Waugh guy where I've been about pull the goaltender with 2.5 minutes left. That hasn't really been my thing. Rather, my thing has been get possession, and while you have possession, create some chances.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll see. I believe the face-off, I think it went into the Elk River bench, so I believe, is that right outside the zone here? Offensive zone here for Rosemount.
We now have a parent who's gone into the corner here for the big finish. I mean, this is just...
You want to be as close to the action as possible.
I mean, if you get any closer, you're on the ice. I always call the guys, the dads that stand in the corner, the nose pressers.
Yeah. Pretty accurate description. I had a parent in one of my games earlier that would rock around in the concourse and follow their player as they went up and down the ice. So that was something that I haven't seen before.
What's happening? All right, face-off now to the right of the goaltender, Parker Huber, 3-2 with 1:24. The net is empty. Sixth attacker on for Rosemount and the Irish as they'll carry this one up to the line. They'll poke this one away. Look out, they'll dust it off. Not a lot of room, forced wide. The Elks just pushing them out to the wall. Now with protection on the puck for Rosemount, it's controlled now up high by Daniels. Again, they're keeping him wide, doing the job. They're not giving him any chance. It's just, that's terrific defensive play.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what they need to do.
And clear to the line. Ooh, held in off the backhand. Sent back over. Handled by Loringer, who plays that one back in. Simon's going to go high off the glass. That's cut off. Back into the corner they go. 45 to go in the period. Now they'll try it to the far corner. Held in by the Irish. They're going to walk across the line, and they'll poke that one out of there. Nice, strong stick by Olsen. 34 to go. The Irish have had possession, but forced literally on the left wing wall. Couldn't get much going there. Now they'll walk this one across the line. That's Daniels. That's going to be gloved out of there and played to the line, and offside. Take a look at this one on replay for you.
Yeah, good call by the official. I think that one definitely snuck out, and we'll see here on replay as well.
Slow that way down for you here, as you'll see here as the puck will be played to the line. Joey Henches, are you there? You are.
Yep,
offside.
that one came out.
Wow.
No doubt.
You know, people like, now it's a timeout for Elk River. Now, people like to complain about officiating. And let me ask you something. Have you seen the stuff that goes on in other parts of the country? I mean, it's something.
Explain.
Terrible. I mean, you got people who can barely skate that are just trying to pick up a job in other parts of the country. I think it's something that we take serious for granted here in the Minnesota area. We got really, really good officials that do the job indeed. So the scene is set here. It's 3-2. The faceoff will come up outside of the Elk River zone. At this stage, possession is so critical. It's about the faceoff. And I think if you're Elk River, you're only feet away from the center red. If you get it deep, you got to just, you know, no icing.
Yep.
Get the center red. If you're Rosemount, you want to get it. And you have time to get it deep and go to work.
Yeah.
But you got to get it to the goal mouth area.
Absolutely. And the problem, as you mentioned earlier, Pete, was they just have been forced to the outside, and they've got to get something going in the middle of the ice here.
There's the face-off. Kicked away there by Pearson. And it's going to be picked up with 12 seconds across the line. In on goal. Huber will make the save. He's going to hang on, so that'll set up the dramatics with 9.7 to go in the period.
And not a bad play by Rosemount either. And just dumping that puck in, getting the whistle, and that's exactly what they got to do here. 9.7 to go. We'll see what happens off the draw.
This is the all-important draw. Face-off win behind the net by Larson. In front they go, side of the net. 4 seconds to go. Puck to the corner. They pin up on the wall, and that's going to do it. The Elk River Elks are the 2019 John E. Reimann Tournament champions here at Braemar Arena in Edina, Minnesota, in a terrific one-goal game captured by the Elks by a score of 3-2. Wow, how about that for a hockey game, Matt? You came into this thing late, but for those of you that were with us, we saw ourselves one heck of a hockey game. We're going to have a look here at the award ceremony, and then we're going to sign off here from Braemar Arena.